What's up, AAT Advanced Algebra Trig? Here is the answers to your homework that was due today. Problem number 1, we've got 2 to the x plus 2 minus 1. So remember, I'm going to do in blue 2 to the x power. 2 to the x power. Our anchor point would be at 0, 1. Our asymptote would be right below it. We'd approach it, wouldn't touch it, and we'd be going up. Well, I'm going to do our answer in red. Since it's x plus 2, negative 2 would make that 0, so we'd go left 2. And then since the base is minus 1, we'd be down 1. So that's where our new anchor point would be. Go through and up. But again, red is our answer. And our asymptote would be right below it. So the anchor point would be at negative 2, 0. And our asymptote would be at y equals negative 1. Alright. Problem number 2. We've got y equals negative 2 x plus 1 minus 2. Alright, so here in blue, remember that y equals negative, oops, that's not a y. Y equals negative 2 to the x power. This reflects it over the x-axis. So the anchor point would be at 0, negative 1. It would look like that. Well, our answer in red, we'd start at 0, negative 1. And then negative 1 makes the exponent 0, so we'd go left 1. Then we'd go down 2. And we would have our exponential function. The asymptote would go right above it. So my anchor point would be at negative 1, negative 1, 2, 3. And my asymptote would be at y equals negative 2. Alright, problem number 3. We got y equals 1/2 x minus 2. Well, remember that y equals 1/2 x is the same thing as 2 to the negative x power. So 2 to the negative x power, I should have done that in blue. Alright, 2 to the negative x power, anchor point's at 0, 1, but we're going from right to left because the exponent's negative. So we'll do the same thing with 1/2 x, and we'll also be down to 1, 2. So our answer shifts down. So our anchor point would be at 0, negative 1. And the asymptote, I just put the answer right. Top of the asymptote would be right there at y equals negative 2. Alright, same thing applies on the net. Well, no, actually, a little different. Next one, we have y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. So, remember this is the same thing. This would be the same thing as y equals negative 2 to the negative x. So the negative 2 in the base would reflect it over the x-axis. and then negative x would make it go from right to left. So we would reflect right to left. Okay. So the in red, all right, we'd reflect. We'd be going right to left, but we're going to be up 3. 1, 2, 3. So our asymptote would be right there. Going from right to left. So our anchor point would be at 0, 2. And our asymptote would be at y equals 3. Okay. All right, problem number 5. Y equals negative 2x minus 5 plus 1. All right, so the negative 2 is going to reflect us over the x-axis. All right, so we'll start at 0, negative 1. And we'll be right 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. So we started at 0, negative 1. Went right 5 and up 1. So my asymptote will be at y equals 1. Approach it, do not touch it, through there and down. All right, that's number 5. Number 6. We got y equals negative 2 x minus 4 minus 3. So again, we reflect over the x-axis. We're starting at 0, negative 1. Going right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And down 3. 1, 2, 3. Have my asymptote. Through. Alright, so my anchor point is at 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, negative 4, and my asymptote is at y equals negative 3. I think I forgot to put that in the previous problem. Yeah, I didn't write the exact answer. So the anchor point here is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma 0. And the asymptote is at y equals 1. My bad. All right, number 7, which on here is, let me double check. Is number, oh, it's all misnumbered. Okay. So number 7, we got y equals 2x plus 4. X plus 4 plus 1. So I will, from a anchor point of 0, 1, I'll go left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And up 1. Asymptote will go right below it. Exponential functional approach. Go up. So I got an anchor point of negative 4, 2. An asymptote of y equals 1. Next question. Got y equals negative 2x plus 2. So remember, negative 2 reflects my exponential function over the x-axis. So I'm starting at 0, negative 1. And I'm plus 2, so I'm up 2 from there. And I've got my asymptote left to right, approach it, will not touch. And I have my exponential function. Alright, last two problems. I've got y equals negative 1/2 x. Just remember that's the same thing as y equals negative 2 to the negative x. So it's going to reflect over the x-axis, and it's going to go from right to left. Oops. Alright, so I've got an anchor point of 0, negative 1, and an asymptote of y equals 0. And I think I forgot to do that on the other one. Yep. Alright, so here I've got on the previous problem, I have an anchor point of 0, 1, and a asymptote of y equals 2. Sorry about that. That was problem number 8. This is problem number 9 again. Alright, and then last problem, problem number 10, which says 11 on your sheet. I've got negative 1/2 x minus 5 minus 3. So that's the same thing as negative. Actually, I don't want to do that. But the base of it, we're going to start at negative 2. Oh yeah, it's the same thing as negative 2 to the negative x plus 5 minus 3. However you want to look at it, it's the same thing. So again, we're going to reflect, and we're going to go from right to left. So we're going to start at 0, negative 1. We're going to go up, or we're going to go to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go down 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I have my asymptote. Going from right to left. And so I have an anchor point of negative 5, negative 4, and the asymptote of y equals negative 3. Okay. So those are answers to your homework. Next, you have another worksheet, front and back. It's just 9 problems. It's 9 problems. Finish that. When you'll have a quiz over this next class. Please be good, and if you are done, when you finish your homework, feel free to work on something else, but do not act a fool. Thanks. Bye.